Welcome back to this insane location and episode 2 of what is no doubt the most epic and the biggest build and ride project I'll have ever embarked upon, I've ever undertaken, and in fact the most interactive build series I've ever done. And what I mean by that is, after we dropped episode 1, I've been blown away by how many people have commented, and not just that they're excited about the series, but people who are willing to share their vision of what I could do with this place, because I'm so lucky, I'm very privileged to be able to bring a shovel in here and make my dream dirt setup, like the ultimate set of trails. But so many people want to share that with me, but they also want to help. And if you think back to lockdown when we did the backyard build, the backyard trail series, some of my best ideas and the best features that you saw, that me and Ben rode, we built, didn't come from me, they came from you guys in the comments. It's honestly the truth. Some of those features I had never thought of, but people explained and they took the time to watch the videos, look what's going on in the background and map out their own trails. And people were sending diagrams, pictures, videos. It was amazing. They projected their vision of my trails into my head so that we could do the hard work to build it and bring it to life. And I think this series will be better than ever because of the potential, the infinite potential that this place offers. So episode 1, we saw a 3-day build lapse where we achieved this: a clay roll-in, a pump bump to gain speed, this nippy little sharp right burr made of this primo dirt, yet we've still got over 100 tons of it to shift, a double cambered roller on the angle that you can kind of pop off, do a little bar spin, do a trick, land, and now we're locked in. This was just like kind of a novelty piece to change direction so we could drop in with a little bit more speed if necessary, just to attack this place. And I know I've gone on about it a lot, but it's been so tough to work out what to do. When you have a blank canvas with so much potential, to actually pull the trigger on an idea is really, really difficult. So today, we've already thrown a load of dirt down here, dressed this up, it's all been patted in, Jamie's on it. My shoulder's gradually getting better, but I'm also making it worse by digging. So I sit out sometimes, I hate watching, but I'm lucky I've got Ben and Jamie here helping, which means we're here with what I imagine is a really decent amount of speed. This ground, it packs in so fast, it's brilliant. We're so lucky with the dirt. So now we're gonna build a jump, and that jump, I don't know what it's gonna do. I said I would do it in episode 2, but it needs a takeoff. Before we build the landing, you build a takeoff. The takeoff I'm gonna put here, blend it into the hill, and I've already sort of explained that in the last episode. Although I don't know exactly where the landing's gonna go, because you need to build the takeoff and look at it, and I've always been a good judge of what gap to create in a jump. I think you can look at it and just imagine you're on your bike, know how fast you're gonna go. I'll know where to put the landing. I'm gonna make it left hipped, because the direction I'm gonna go in initially for the first build of these trails is over the top of this mound, by coming up, kind of killing speed by being up higher, and you've got all this potential energy up here to build, and then we're gonna blast down there into that epic looking straight. It's kind of Jurassic Park-esque. It looks like Bronchiosaurus were marching through there years ago, lots of years ago, or something. A Stegosaurus, fought a T-Rex right there. Now we're gonna build. Have I now figured out the theme for the name of the jump?
Oh yeah.
Dinosaur themed.
That's a good
aqua
idea.
Theme. We had, back in lockdown, we had shark fin, whale tail, dolphin, megalodon, tortoise. There was loads. The rebuild of my compound was mountains, wasn't there?
That's a good. I like dinosaurs.
Sherpa. But look at the speed you're going to have down here. You were going to say something. What was it?
No, I just had this really weird thought of you were listing off dinosaur names, and I was going to say rhinoceros, but that's a current animal. Don't look at me like that, because rhinoceros. Maybe.
Is
it a dinosaur?
No, I've seen one. The jumps down there will be humongous. So that's what we're going to build. Don't know what they'll look like. They don't have to go in a straight line, but I love that section. And I love that it goes slightly uphill. So rather than the jumps getting bigger and us needing more and more dirt, they can get smaller and more creative to then probably feed back to the start. Who knows? So we're going to go into the first build lapse of the day, which is building that takeoff. It's going to be mega, it's going to be hard, it's going to be square side, it's going to be brilliant, and I've got help to achieve it. So first build lapse for the day, here we go. People have missed the explosions. The build lap explosion was missing from episode 1 and so many people commented. I'm sorry, but it's back. The nuke has gone off. We've built a lip. I'm buzzing about this thing. I didn't anticipate it would be this big, but it just serves for so many options and looks incredible cut into the hill. And although the wheelbarrows back and forth, back and forth, back and forth are pretty arduous, I didn't run any, by the way, because it's the worst thing possible for my shoulder. So Ben and Jamie, thank you for your wheelbarrow prowess. Although it's so time consuming, I think it's the best way because it means we can build these jumps by hand, and that's the way I love to build jumps. It's actually the most effective for getting them looking amazing. If I used a digger and a dumper, it just wouldn't look like this, cut into this amazing landscape. It wouldn't happen. So next up we get to build a landing, but this takeoff, I must say, it's deeper, it's wider, it's bigger than I thought it'd be, and it looks sick from every angle. It's probably going to serve one day in this series as a start takeoff that feeds multiple lines, because there's easily space to go that way. If you film from like behind Ben, you can see absolutely that's wide enough to turn and hip that way. You could probably go into a quarter pipe on that bank. You could go straight down the back of that huge hill, pick up the next one. But like I say, we're going left hip, we're working our way forwards through that epic straight there. So we've got to build a landing now, and the wheelbarrows are tiring. I'm going to muck in today. My shoulder's getting better every day, but this can't be the way we do it permanently, running wheelbarrows, but we'll sort it out. It also gets dry. This dirt is unreal when it comes out of the ground. It's primo. I've gone on about that enough, and it goes hard, but I stupidly left this takeoff unfinished on a hot day, on a sunny day. When we came back to it, it had already dried and crumbled, and that makes it difficult to work with. So we need water up here. I don't have water. We can't like guarantee rain's going to happen exactly before every session. Need to figure out a good way of wetting these jumps, especially when it covers acres. That's going to be kind of a problem that needs solving. But the one thing we found that's really rad about this dirt is sieving it, like you saw in the build laps. We made a sieve out of a wheelbarrow and a bit of kind of fencing grill stuff I got from Wix just for a tenner. Put it over the wheelbarrow, shake it in, and you just get the best. It's so good for digging, and it's perfect for like finishing a bomb hole. You just do half a barrow of that, scrape it around, it fills in all the nooks and crannies. You can see I don't know what to compare it to. Maybe people aren't as into it as I am, but it doesn't get any better than that. Immense. It's like, oh, I don't know what it's like. What is it like?
Nesquik.
It's like Nesquik. Come up and look at what the sun does too. So in episode 1, remember I did the old knock test on the ground and it was pretty damn firm. Look, you can even see where my knuckle marks were. That's where I knocked it last time. Now look what 2 days of sun and no more patting has done. Ah! Come here, Jamie, hit that. That's ready to ride. See, even big strong Jamie can't break the creme brulee of this magnificent erection start to finish. It's beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a landing now, second build laps of this episode, and hopefully by the time that's done I'm going to be fit to at least have a go or ride. We can't go too much further than the left hip without test riding this, so I need to kind of get on with it. I might strap my shoulder up and give it a go. But now, after that lip's built, we have a set of trails, we have a jump forming. Let's go into the second build laps, build the landing. It's going to be stepped up because it has to be stepped up. Look at the shape of the hill. We can't have it level because the landing would be this big. So expect a big juicy landing about to form. Build laps. C'est fini, it's done. Ben likes a bit of French. It's actually doesn't just like it, he understands it and speaks it. This hip, it's gargantuan. Building this with wheelbarrows and shovels was quite a feat, but we've actually got a really good team, and I love how quick we're getting through these features. So our first dirt jump, the first MTB trails feature, potentially BMX trail feature, is a massive left hip. And I'm gonna get a tape measure. I haven't got one today. In the next video, I'm gonna measure the distance to the inside and the distance to the outside, because that's the really important thing about hip jumps. Do you remember in episode 1 I explained how the initial part of this course, like the roller coaster, just has rollers, no jumps, and that allows you to differentiate your speed. So one person could drop in, really take it steady over those pump bumps and get to this point with quite low speed, but in the same breath someone could pump their ass off, go round that berm, rip it, hit that double roller hard, and by the time they get to here you could probably have double speed even though you've just started from the same point. And by the way, this now, in the last few hours baking, that's what we want to see. We're going to be able to blast this takeoff, but using those two different speeds, someone with less can jump to the inside corner, and then the person with more speed, whether that's me, someone else, can jump to the outside corner, which must be a good metre further. So imagine that, with a hip, you get to build a jump that's a metre difference in length. That's the whole point of these for trails, is I think it can give you more options for exit speed. So when we land this hip, and by the way, I love the way it looks in the space. There's no angle where you can look at this and it doesn't look fantastic. From over there, it kind of looks like it's been built on the edge of a cliff. From this side, you see the scale of that outside edge, which has all been built by hand. We've cleaned up the grass, so these features are just going to look like perfection built on these grass dunes. I love it. And we're going to leave this landing. I'm going to probably, in the next build laps, dig underground here, because I don't think that landing's long enough for the scale of this jump. It's quite short, it's only just over a bike length, so we need to probably go underground and come out. But already, by jumping to the outside, you're going to have a lot of speed for the next feature, but jumping to the inside, you're going to have less. So we need to build something again, which kind of has options, which is confusing. But look back up the hill at the roller coaster. It's like, I've never built a set of trails that look that good, that make me want to ride so badly, but my shoulder still hurts. That's the first feature. The next section, I mean, we're dropping in properly, aren't we? We're up here on this high plateau. That's the leftover dirt from the hip, and we're going that way. We're actually dropping in hardcore. That's a huge natural roll in, which again we need to work with. But up on this space, I'm definitely going to build a line eventually that goes around here. I love the look of that. I also like the look of this kind of crest, jumping off of that all the way down to here. You could jump over the line that comes through here. We need to go straight, that's what I've said I want to do, because that's going to be a huge trick jump down there. But then down here, I'm thinking right hip and something on that hill. I can't believe it's not a mountain bike spot. It's crying out for options and ideas, and the more we put shovels in the ground, the more we kind of get momentum and get carried away. So this entire area has been named. In the last video, I said, name this place, please. We need inspiration. We need to come up with a way of me not saying, Ben, meet me at the land at 9. Jamie, what time are you getting to the land to unlock, you know? It's lame. We've got a name, and there was 4,000 comments on episode 1. We didn't expect her to read through that many comments and that many names. And there's some really creative ones. I liked Undulation Station, I liked Adrenaline Valley, I liked the Jones Yard, Fort Jones. We loved all the Hellfair ones that people want to integrate Hellfair, our brand, in with this place, like Hellfair Hill. Hellfair Haven was a cool one. But it also needs to be a name which we can do something with. Whether I film a Red Bull project here, it's going to be on every thumbnail of every video, it's going to be in the title. And it also can't be a tongue twister. I don't want to replace what time are you going to be at the land with what time are you arriving at Undulation Station this morning, Ben. Like, when you're fresh out of bed, tired from digging, can't be dealing with that. And our favourite name actually describes it perfectly as what it is and what it's going to be, and that's the Playground. I liked it. There was also one that was Clayground, but the sand it's actually quite sandy, and I don't know what dirt we're going to discover. So we're going with Playground because it is what it is. So this is episode 2 at the Playground, the Matt Jones Hellfair partnered playground, and I like that name. That comment's just got up on the screen. I can't remember the name. Do you remember it, Ben?
Bailey Stevens.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Stevens. That sounds English. Could be American. So when this is done, Bailey Stevens, get down here, come for a session. We'll sort it all out. I can't wait for that. Episode 3 is about to start, obviously, on Sunday, but we're going to build this next section. It's going to be high speed, isn't it? Look what we're faced with. We've already come down a hill, then we've got up a hill, and now we're going down another hill. But the problems I need to solve in the next episode, which we're going to start soon, are water supply. This place dries out very quick. And also dirt supply. It's becoming arduous and tiresome moving that 120-ton pile to here in wheelbarrows. And I know all the actual common sense people from around the world who do this sort of stuff regularly will say just get in a digger and a dumper, which I'm desperate to do. It would save so much effort, but we wouldn't be able to make trails that look like this in the grass with a digger and dumper. It'd be a mess. If you tracked a digger up and down here in the rain, it would be a soup bowl, a mud bowl, and I don't want that. So we're going to press on, much to your upset. You hate it, don't you? It's like throwback to lockdown 2020 where your hands fell off. But we're going to do it. So I'm going to figure out dirt supply, how we can do it and how we can make this place epic. So see you in the next video. Thanks for all the name options. Likewise, we still need a theme to come up with names for features and things. That's going to come. We'll select some winners. But let's go, episode 3. See you on Sunday, legends.